Can technology really help the sector solve the issues that make input and output volatile? And how does one ensure penetration of such agri-tech to rural India? Joining me to take that discussion and forward much and more, Nukul Upadhyay, CEO and co-founder of Bijak. Dhyanesh Bhatt is co-founder and group CEO of Gram Cover. We're also joined by Sandeep Sabharwal, who's group CEO of SLCM. Gentlemen, hi, thank you so much for joining us. And this is a topic that needs conversation because we have seen the second wave actually impact rural India quite a bit. But before I dwell deeper into the conversation, I want to come to each one of you and ask about the pandemic effect on agriculture sector. I'll start with you first, Nukul. When you look at from what you do, what has been your sense, especially in the second wave, on what kind of an impact have we seen on rural India?
I think the output space, by and large, was impacted by the supply chain disruptions, right? And that forced the ecosystem to adopt to technology much faster than anybody could have anticipated. So a digital platform like ours saw volumes grow 5x in the last 12 months, 3x since the second wave hit. And that's largely because as the existing relationships and existing routes in the supply chain see disruptions, there's a clear and immediate need for farmers, for aggregators to find new buyers, find new routes to liquidate the produce that they have already harvested. That increased the adoption, so accelerated the adoption to a significant degree.
Nukul, let me come to you. And you worked on a overall mandi automation. You work with various commodities, many states across. What has been your experience when you look at buyers and sellers coming onto the same platform? And how much of this really is FPOs or farmers for that matter?
I think, like Sandeep said, the adoption has been much better than what anyone would have anticipated. Right. So for a lot of farmers and aggregators on the ground, technology is not about convenience or saving time. It's a tool to augment their income. And that's a very strong value proposition for them to put in the effort and adopt tech very, very fast. So that's what we have seen. Now, the farmer typically expects a delta in his income, whether it's on the input side or on the output side that generates it, when he comes or adopts the technology. Right now, on the adoption across states, we see varied degrees of adoption across the country, but that is equally fast, whether we look at northern parts or southern parts within the country. What has also helped substantially is there's now a clear information flow in terms of what can be achieved and what are the arbitrages that exist across different geographies. So farmers are eager and keen to adopt technologies so that those arbitrages get removed. So they do not want to fetch a price in their local area, which is much lower than the kind of realization that they would have fetched if they had, sold their commodity 150 or 200 kilometers away. Now, that keenness to remove that arbitrage kind of is, incentivizing them to adopt technology and, join platform like Bijak really fast.
All right, Nukul, and when we talk about the B2B platforms where we are getting farmers on, how easy is that for them? What kind of numbers are you working with now going forward? Also, when it comes to scaling of business, new price discoveries, ensuring the last mile, also bridging that, distance between cities and states, how has the work been?
So I think the growth has been substantial in the last 2 years, and right now we do around 400 odd million USD annualized transactions. We do expect that within the next 1 year that to jump closer to $1 billion in transaction value. Now, to do this, I think there would be levers to be pulled both from a penetration perspective and spread across commodities. We do think that as more and more traders and farmers get digitized, it opens up opportunities beyond just discovery of counterparties and facilitation of or liquidation of the output. For the first time, these transactions, which previously were mostly settled in cash, are getting captured through digital mediums. Now that provides the fodder for financial institutions to measure and manage their risk much better, to be able to underwrite to this particular segment of the economy in a more meaningful way.